Paramedics, what's the most impossible choice you've had to make on duty? I was working the night shift when the call came in at 2:15 a.m. Multiple car accident on Highway 8 with possible entrapment. The rain was coming down so hard I could barely see through the windshield as my partner and I raced to the scene. When we arrived, I saw a car flipped upside down in a ditch filled with rising water. The storm had caused flash flooding, and the water was already up to the windows. Through the glass, I could see a woman in the driver's seat, unconscious but still breathing. In the back, a small child was strapped in a car seat, crying and scared. I radioed for backup, but dispatch broke the news. The closest rescue team was 30 minutes out. The water was rising an inch every minute. We didn't have 30 minutes. My partner and I tried to open the doors, but they were jammed from the impact. The only way in was through the trunk, which was partially open from the crash. I squeezed through the narrow opening, cutting my arm on the twisted metal. The cold water was already at my chest as I made it to the front. The woman was pinned by the steering column. Her legs were trapped, and blood colored the water around her. As I checked her pulse, her eyes fluttered open. She looked at me, then at her son in the back. "Please," she whispered, "save my boy first." I told her we'd get them both out. She shook her head and grabbed my arm with surprising strength. "The water's rising too fast. You don't have time for both of us." She was right. The water was now at her neck. If I tried to free her first, her son would drown before I could reach him. If I took the boy first, I might not make it back to her in time. I made my choice. I moved to the back seat and unstrapped the little boy who clung to me, shivering. As I turned to leave, the mother handed me her wedding ring. "Give this to him," she said. "Tell him mommy loves him more than anything." The water was at her chin now. She closed her eyes and nodded at me, giving me permission to leave. I carried the boy through the trunk opening just as the water completely filled the car. My partner took him while I dove back in, but it was too late. The car shifted in the rising water and sank deeper into the ditch. I couldn't reach her. 3 years later, I still think about her every day. The boy lives with his father now. Last month, I ran into them at the grocery store. The little boy didn't recognize me, but his father did. He stopped me and said, "You're the paramedic who saved my son." I couldn't speak. I just nodded. He pulled me aside and said, "For a long time, I was angry you didn't save her too, but she would have chosen him every time. That's who she was." He then told me his son sleeps with his mother's wedding ring under his pillow every night. Sometimes the impossible choices we make stay with us forever, but her choice to save her son stays with me too.